Hi everyone, it's Shannon here from houseimprovements.com, and in today's video I'm going to show you something that every homeowner really should do at some point during owning a home, is installing a smoke detector. So we've got a non-hardwired smoke detector that we're going to install on the ceiling here in this bedroom. Places have a lot of different rules as far as where they need to be and what types, whether they're just smoke detectors or smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. So you'll need to do a little bit of research for your area as far as what you need. They've recently changed the rules here where I live in Saskatchewan, and as it is, I'm now getting my house up to code to follow these new rules. So this one is just a smoke detector in this particular case, but really the installation is no different. We haven't been sponsored by anybody. This is a First Alert smoke detector, but this is just a smoke detector I bought myself. We'll throw a link on our Amazon affiliate page. We'll put a link below in the video description. So if you just go down there, you'll see a little bit of a description. You might have to open it up to read to find the link. Okay. While we're at it, click subscribe if you've never subscribed to our channel. Click the thumbs up button. That helps us quite a bit, and we really do appreciate it. So with no further delay, we're going to get right to it. So I've already opened the smoke detector up out of the package. Okay, so what you're going to find in the package is some instructions. You're going to find the detector itself, and you're going to find the mounting plate, and somewhere here on the ladder I've got some little plastic anchors and screws. So that should all come with your unit. What you're going to need is a drill with the appropriate sized drill bit. In my case it was 3/16. And then either a screwdriver or a separate drill with the right tip in it for the screws. In your instructions, they're all pretty similar, but check your instructions that your unit comes with. But just about all of them can be mounted either on the wall or on the ceiling. They'll give you some specifics as far as staying away from dead zones, which what that means is basically areas where you don't get good airflow. So if there was a fire in this room, typically you're not going to get a lot of airflow right up in the corner of the room. So most of these manufacturers recommend staying 4 to 12 inches away from any corner. Okay, I'm going to mount it on the ceiling. I've just basically found roughly the center between these two walls. I'm going to mount it here, and I'm going to be probably 10-12 inches away from the corner here, so I should be good. Okay. So they're pretty basic. Like I said, you've got this mounting plate. So this is what attaches or mounts onto the actual ceiling or the wall. And it's simply held on by a couple of screws. And they send the plastic anchors. I think you've all probably seen these before. So these little plastic anchors, so that once you drill the hole, because this is probably going to be hollow, the chances of you hitting a ceiling joist are slim and none. So you'll drill the hole and use the anchor so that it will expand in the drywall and hold this little plate up there. Okay. So like I said, I'm roughly centered here on this. You maybe can't even see the little pencil mark. That's where I want to be with my mounting plate. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can hold it up and mark the screw locations. In my case, I'm just going to hold it up there and drill them right now. Okay, so you can see I just went simply right into drywall there as I was expecting. Now you're going to take your little plastic screw anchors, push them in. Normally you'd have a hammer, but I'm just going to give them a little push with the end of my drill. If you got a hammer handy, that's another thing you could have up here. Okay, so I've got them in there. Now I can start my screws. Usually, dusty. Can normally start my screws in there and then get the bracket up in place and tighten the screws up. So that's what I'm going to do. Just leaving them down about 1/4 of an inch or so. So they're up there. Get my plate kind of lined up, twisted into position. I'm just tightening those up, and it doesn't take much to pinch that in there. Now something else I didn't mention is in our area now, we're not allowed, this isn't a hardwired smoke detector, that's fine, but we're not allowed to have the ones that have changeable batteries. You know, every year you're supposed to check your smoke detectors and change the batteries. These now in my area have to be, it's a built-in battery. It's good for 10 years once it's activated. This unit is activated once I click it into the bracket for the first time. It automatically activates and it starts using battery power. Something else I like to do, there's usually a tag on the smoke detector, and some of them will ask for the installation date and the replace by date. So in my case, I know this one's supposed to be 10 years. I've marked 2032 on here, October 2032, which is 10 years from now. And I also, you probably won't see, but I just wrote on the back the date that I installed it. This one didn't have a space for it on the outside. Okay, so now I can line this up. There's basically little notches in the side of here that correspond to tabs on that, and it basically, once you get it up there and in the kind of in the right spot, I just got to find the right spot right there. I just turn it a little bit. Some turn more than others, and it's there. Okay, now you can take it down if you need to. In this case, really, it's a 10-year unit, so you shouldn't really have to take it down. You just lock it in there. Now the final thing that you want to do is push the test button to make sure that it's working. Some of them have a little bit of a delay. There, I guess this one, normally a lot of them you just push it and then there's a delay and then it buzzes. This one I had to actually hold it. So if I would have read the instructions, it probably would have told me that. Also, now that I've activated it, there's a flashing red light. I don't know how often it flashes, but there is a little light there just indicating that it is functioning, and it flashes periodically. Okay, so it's really as simple as that. There's nothing much else to tell you about this, but the main thing is just to check with your local, really, if you call your fire department, they'll be able to tell you what your local area requires for smoke detectors or combination smoke and CO. So thanks a lot for watching. Smash that thumbs up if you didn't earlier when I asked you to, and also subscribe. Check out some other videos.